Good morning, Seagulls. Today is Tuesday, September 8th, 2020, and I hope all of you enjoyed your long weekend as we celebrated Labor Day. Labor Day is always the first Monday of September. It's a day we celebrate American workers. It was created to honor all of the contributions workers have made to the strength, prosperity, and the well-being of our country. I would like to give a special Seagull School Spirit shout out to Mr. A's VLA 3-4 class and Mrs. Gavigan's on campus first graders, Mrs. Clark's third grade on campus class, Mrs. Forrestal's second grade on campus class, Mrs. Sousa's K1. No, Mrs. Sousa's 1-2 virtual class, Mrs. Anderson's fourth grade on campus class, and Mrs. Knisley's 4-5 on campus class. All of these classes were showing their school spirit with at least half of their students wearing our school color. Can you guess what that is? You're right, Seagull Blue. Wear it with pride on Friday. Today's mindful message is, I have friends who care about me. Feel free to think about what this message means to you and how you might use it positively to impact yourself and others throughout the day. It's up to you how you choose to spend your mindful minute and what you choose to think about. We will now take the next 60 seconds to quietly focus our bodies and minds to learn. Our mindful minute begins now. Seagulls, we are about to embark on a 15-day journey together. We are going to do what we call the first 15. And things in the virtual classroom are quite a bit different than in the physical classroom. And one of the things that we're doing so much of is we are Zooming along with our teachers and our classmates. So today, on day 1, we are going to talk about behavioral expectations while on a Zoom class meeting. So the first thing we need to remember to do when we're Zooming is we need to be on time, right? Just like you would in the regular classroom. You need to have your schedule written out so you know the times of your Zoom class, and you need to log in at least 5 minutes before your Zoom class begins, because sometimes it can take a little bit. Be prepared, just like you would in the regular classroom. We need to always be ready to go, ready to think, ready to learn, and before you log into your Zoom class meeting, I want you to remember these things. Use the restroom, get a glass of water, make sure your device is fully charged. A good tip would be to plug it in at night when you go to bed, and that way it's ready to go for your instructional day. Have your school supplies ready and organized where you're going to be attending the Zoom meeting, and then go to your learning space. All right, Zoomers, my Seagull Zoomers, It's all about presentation, isn't it? When we're working from home, we need to be dressed like we're going to school. Make sure to check your background and surroundings and write only your name in the box when you sign into your Zoom session. I want you to use your actual backdrop. No virtual backdrops, please, unless your teacher says something different. And always keep your video on. We know that we must mute ourselves whenever we join a class meeting. This helps prevent distracting background noises. Maybe the dog starts barking. Maybe grandma or grandpa or aunt or uncle, brother, sister, mom, dad. Maybe someone's making their breakfast. And we want to make sure that our background noise isn't distracting those around us. So make sure to mute yourself. The headphones or earbuds. You need to use them if you have them. This is really important because it helps keep you in tune and focused, and it also keeps what others say private. So make sure you use those earbuds and headphones. Just as I would expect you to participate and pay attention and focus if you were inside the physical classroom, I expect those same things in your Zoom lessons. You need to be focused on your teacher and your classmates. Pay attention to the directions and the task at hand. Practice whole body listening. Seems a lot like slant to me. Sit up straight. Be an active participant and listener. Hands and feet are quiet. And make sure we let everyone have a chance to speak. Boys, girls, seagulls, let me remind you that when we chat online in our Zoom session, we are only chatting about the lesson. No personal side chats. Always stay on topic. Ask your teacher questions. Be kind when making comments. And when in doubt, imagine being in class. Would you raise your hand and say something that you're about to type? I want you to do the think test. Let's think before we chat. T, is it true? H, is it helpful? I, is it inspiring? N, is it necessary? And K, is it kind? Seagulls, if it doesn't pass the think test, it doesn't need to be said or written. So let's chat responsibly and think before we type.
This video is going to be about the do's and the don'ts of Zoom meetings. You probably have had at least one Zoom meeting, or if you're like me, you've had a bunch. And there's some things you want to make sure you do in your Zoom meetings, and then there's some things you never want to do. First of all, never come to a Zoom meeting in your pajamas. Is really your school. And you wouldn't show up to school in your pajamas. I mean, unless it was pajama day. So you don't want to show up to your Zoom meeting in pajamas. You want to be dressed just like you were coming onto campus. The second don't in our list of do's and don'ts for Zoom meetings is don't eat during your Zoom meeting. Zoom meetings are school, and we don't eat in class, so don't eat during your Zoom meetings. Plus, kids can hear it and see it. Ready for the third don't? Don't arrive late. Arrive on time. I'm late for my Zoom meeting. I'm 15 minutes late. Sorry, teacher. I forgot what time it was. What did I miss? Don't forget what's behind you. Pay for it, yeah. last but not least, don't get distracted by all the things around you. Oh. All right, boys and girls, enough with the don'ts. I think you get it. Let's talk about the do's. What should you do in a Zoom meeting? Find a nice quiet spot with no distractions. Turn off all your electronics, arrive on time, and make sure to have the supplies that you need for your class meeting.
Oh, my Zoom meeting's in 5 minutes. Bye. Alrighty.
The second thing you need to do is pay attention to what's behind you.
5 minutes till Zoom meeting. Is everything good back there? Oh, good thing I cleaned my room. Oh, hi, guys.
You should sit professionally.
Wait. This looks sloppy. I'm not sloppy. This is school. Why am I laying down? Oh, much better.
And finally, pay attention to the person speaking.
Remember, your eyes should be on the speaker. Your voice should be on. Your ears should be listening. And your brain should be thinking about what the person is saying.
Seagulls, let's make today great together. You're now invited to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Have a great